Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the event safety and information video for this coming weekend's Coastal Classic. Really looking forward to seeing you all down at Otford for this terrific event. Before we get started today, I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional custodians upon whose land we will be meeting and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Before I really get into things, I'd like to also take this opportunity to thank our great event sponsors and supporters who help make the event happen. Our event sponsors Tailwind, Tarkin and Nort, and our terrific event sponsors the Billies, Bushies, Otford and Bundeena RFS and Bundeena Community Services Club. We couldn't bring you this event without the assistance of those groups. Importantly for all you runners, we ask that you have a good read of the official event program for the event prior to Saturday. That is available under the latest news section of the website. It was also emailed out to all runners and is also attached to the email that this video is attached to as well. So please make sure you have a look at that prior to Saturday. The other thing to do prior to Saturday is check the runner list, which is also available on the website and on this email, and make a note of your runner number for Saturday to help make registration that much easier. We have a full field of 1,000 runners for this coming weekend. A big part of that is how everyone gets to and from the event, especially for the Coastal Classic, which is a point-to-point event from Otford finishing at Bundeena. For the vast majority of you, we recommend coming on the train from Sutherland train station down to Otford along with all your fellow runners. So either catch the train from further afield that comes through Sutherland, the times are in the event program, or drive to Sutherland train station. There's plenty of parking there, park there and jump on that train. There is extra carriages arranged on that train as per agreement with City Rail, so there'll be plenty of room. Come on down, everyone jumps off at Otford, and then it's just a short walk to Otford Public School where the registration and the start line is. So catching that train will get you to the event at around 7:30, which is plenty of time before the 8:45 start. Then once you finish your run at Bundeena, the free event shuttle buses will run throughout the day, dropping runners back to Sutherland train station where either your car is waiting or you can catch the train further afield. If you are planning to drive to Otford, we recommend you park at the parking for Otford train station and just walk across via the station to get to the event. Just be aware that then when the shuttle bus drops you back at Sutherland station, you'll need to wait for the appropriate train that heads down south so you can get back to your car. Runner drop-offs are available at Otford, but please use the train if possible. If you are doing a runner drop-off, there are two designated runner drop-off spots. One is on Otford Road outside Otford RFS station. The other one is along Lady Wakehurst at Otford Bakery. So that is, if you look at a map, you'll see it's at the top and bottom of Domville Road. From there, it's only a short walk to the event centre. There are no drop-offs along Domville Road, where Station Road joins Domville Road, and we ask that you do not drive down Domville Road from Lady Wakehurst. We ask if we can please keep all event traffic just travelling up Domville Road after you drop off your runners at Otford RFS station. So have a look at the event program for information if you are looking to do a runner drop-off. For all you runners that are arriving on the train, which will be most of you, there will be a bag drop service. So there'll be a tear-off tag on your race bib, which you'll be able to connect to your bag and then drop in the designated truck. That will then transport it to the finish line and it will be waiting for you when you complete your run. Speaking about registration, registration's held inside Otford Public School in the Quadrangle. So when you arrive, find the appropriate line for your race number. Just give the volunteers or marshals that are there let them know what your race number is, and they will give you your race number. Attach that to the front of your shirt and you are good to go for the start. Speaking of the start, it is a trickle start. We'll be starting 2 runners every 5 seconds. This is to help prevent congestion on course and allow for traffic to flow where you do a crossing of Lady Wakehurst Drive just after the start. So 2 runners every 5 seconds means it will take a little bit of time to get everyone started. So please be patient. Line up according to your goal and your objective for the day and how fast you think you can do the event. If you are a 5-hour runner, please don't line up near the front. If you are a 2.5-hour runner, you probably want to be up towards the front. We'll get everyone through nice and quickly and get you out on course. Speaking of road crossings, there are a couple of sections on this course where you'll either be crossing or running alongside roads. Please be aware that those roads are not closed and they will have traffic travelling along them. You need to give way to the traffic will not give way to you. So please, at any of those locations, please follow the directions of any marshals, any traffic controllers or any RFS volunteers that are there manning those locations. If they are stopping you, it is for a good reason. In a couple of seconds you stop to let a car go past won't impact your time, but will mean you have a lot better day than the alternative of running out in front of traffic. So whenever you're crossing the road, make sure you follow the directions of those marshals. If you are running alongside a road, which will happen in a couple of spots, especially near the finish in Bundeena, please stay on the verge wherever possible, single file and stay off and watch out for any cars. There was also a partial lane closure along Sir Bertram Stevens Drive just after the Gary aid station, so make sure you stay within that lane that is closed and designated for runners and don't go out past the Richards Hats into the lane that is open to traffic. There is a number of aid stations on course. There were 4 aid stations on course. However, it is a 30-kilometre course, which means there'll be long distances in between the aid stations where you won't have access to water. It has been very warm recently and could be quite warm on Saturday, so please plan to carry plenty of water with you. The minimum is 500 mils on you per person. You could well need quite a bit more than that, especially if you are one of the runners that takes more time out on course. So plan accordingly and come carrying plenty of water. The Coastal Classic is a trail running event. More and more sections of boardwalk appear every year, but it is a trail running event, so you need to be careful of your footing when out on course. There are some sections that are quite narrow with plenty of things, rocks, tree roots, things like that, that can trip you up. So watch your footing, run to your ability. If it is in a narrower, more technical section and you sense there are some runners behind you that want to get past, let them pass as opposed to overrunning, and then you are more likely to have an accident if you're going faster than your running ability. So watch out for those technical sections. If you or you come across an injured runner on the course, please stop and provide any assistance they might need. Best thing to do is to grab the race number, just note down the race number of the runner that is injured and get that information on to some other runners so they can pass it further along the course to the next marshal point, aid station, staff member, whatever the case may be, with the nature of the injury and where it has occurred so that we can initiate an appropriate first aid response as needed. There will be plenty of other users out on the course on Saturday, especially if the weather is nice, and most especially towards the back half of the course after the Marley aid station. The area around Redding Cake Rock is especially popular with walkers. They have as much right to be out on the course as you do. We do not have exclusive use of the trails, so please bear that in mind. give them plenty of space, show them plenty of respect. They are enjoying the national park as much as you are. So let's share the trails and allow everyone to enjoy the local area. The course will be very heavily marked come Saturday. There'll be plenty of pink tape indicating you're on the right track, red on right arrows indicating which way to go, and red on right wrong way signs indicating which way not to go. The course will be marked, then checked again, and then there will also be some pre-runners out on Saturday morning to check the course, make sure it's all heavily marked, so you'll be able to follow along the course easily. The good thing about this course though is keep the ocean on your right and you won't go too far wrong. That's all from me. Enjoy the rest of your week. Looking forward to seeing you all get off that train from Sutherland Station and flood Otford with 1,000 keen trail runners for the start of the Coastal Classic 2024. Thanks very much.